Chase Performance, 1989 Honda Integra XSI, imported from Japan. We're going to do a quick virtual tour. We're going to try to keep the video under 10 minutes. First video we made was about 24 minutes long. Ridiculous. All right, let's get to it. We're going to start at the front left. We're going to work our way around the car for exterior imperfections, whatnot. I'd like to give you guys a really good, clear idea of the condition of the car. It's a beautiful car. It's got its imperfections. It's 34 years old. So let's get to it. Starting with the front left here. All the fenders are rolled and pulled. So you got paint chipping around here. I didn't want to do any touch-ups or whatnot. I'll let the new owner do that. I didn't want to quote, try to cover anything up. So the wheels are old SSR, and they are showing their weatheredness. All lips on the wheels need to be polished. There's scratches and whatnot on the faces, dings and some curbage here and there. But you got the paint chipping on the quarter here. You've got little touch-up scratches. That was from Japan. More paint chipping around the rear quarter. You've got a little ding here on the lip from whatever. Lip needs to be polished, all that good stuff. You got a little bit of scuff on the bumper here and a little bit of rust right there starting. Which should be tended to. You got a cracked lens here on the edge of the tail light there. More chipping on the quarter panel. Scratch on the wheel. I actually bought these 3 years ago. The car came without center caps. I bought SSR center caps, installed them. And I think like the second day after installing them, I went for a ride, heard a rock hit in the back. When I got home, the center cap was all scratched up and this was all scratched up. So I don't know, if a rock got tossed around in there, probably, whatever. You got some curbage here, little curb spots. Again, the lips need to be polished. It does have brand new tires. More chipping, and you got a little ding right here on the fender. Got some chipping on there, a little bit of rock scrape there. You got some rock pecks from normal driving on the front of the hood. And then there was one more thing, the crack on the visor. These are OEM Honda visors, super rare on this side. I got the car 3 years ago with a crack on it and glued it back together. Otherwise, the other side is good. So we'll just kind of do a real quick, slow and steady walk around the car after I kind of pointed out the imperfections. All the glass is good. It's got a little bit of rock chipping and whatnot on that front lip. I'm not going to go through all the details and information that I know about this car, but I do know quite a bit about this car. Its history and everything. You'd be surprised. So you guys are welcome to ask questions. The car was imported in 2017. It's had 3 U.S. owners, including myself. And I know all the other owners. So let's open up this door, take a look at the back seat and the door card. OEM back seats. It's got Recaro Anniversary Blue Raptor front seats, wedge brackets, wedge sliders, all that good stuff. Nardi wood grain steering wheel, Spoon Sports cluster, Spoon Sports shift knob. Get a little bit of close up on that gauge cluster. There it is. There it is. Put the door panel there. You got a little bit of rust touch up here. The first US owner took some primer and touched up anything that had kind of bare paint on it. Go around to the other side. I have not detailed the interior of the car. We did give it a little nice little car wash when we got it. But I've since driven it, so it's a little dirty, but still beautiful. It's got the OEM road flare. I don't know if we got that the first time we stuck in there, but it's got the JDM road flare in there. All the original floor mats, front and back, all that good stuff. It's got drone, GPS. Not hooked up to my phone, but whoever wants to download the app and whatever, they can. It's got an alarm, CompuStar, power locks, power windows, all that good stuff. The ECU is tuned. Feels Honda Twin Cam Works tuned ECU. It's got the original drivetrain B16A with the cable B16 transmission. Power mirrors, power folding mirrors. Touch button. You don't have to hold it, you touch it, they fold in, touch it again, they come out. Fog lights, brights, turn signals, everything works. AC, heat, digital climate control, which can be seen here. All that works. Turn it on. And you can do low, high, AC off, AC on, temperature control, all of it's digital, stock factory from 1989. The Japanese were ahead of our time, that's for sure. Bluetooth hands-free, everything on the Pioneer. Head unit, touchscreen. It's got an Alpine subwoofer in the back. Power steering. The little light on the dash that you might see right there, that's from the e-brake. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. And I'll pop the trunk and the fuel while we're at it. All the mods came original from Japan. It's got Jasma headers, Spoon exhaust, Tanabe Sustec Pro coilovers, Skunk 2 rear lower control arms, Cusco strut tower bar, SSR wheels, Spoon gauge clusters, Spoon shift knob, fuels tuned ECU, all that stuff was from Japan. The engine intake, it actually came with an AEM blue short ram intake from Japan. When I owned it 3 years ago, I put the black engine cold air on it. Thought it looked better. Maintenance, it's got a new battery, March of 23. We just did a MTF, full MTF transmission fluid flush. Did the full synthetic oil change. Previous owner who I sold it to, who now I bought it back from, he did a new distributor. He did the new battery, a new AC compressor, a new master with brake flush, all that good stuff. When I had it 3 years ago, I did the spark plugs. I did 2 new front axles. Otherwise, everything you see is from, came like this from Japan. The owner in Japan did most of all the mods that are on it to this day. You've got a little bit of primer here, touch up from the first US owner, who just went through and kind of touched up with primer any bare paint that or bare metal that was showing, just for preservation purposes. New owner, or the last owner, put brand new tires on it as well. In the 3 years since I sold this to him, he only put 3,200 miles on the car. So I basically bought it back with, you know, just like I sold it, just with a few more maintenance items done. So Alpine subwoofer, spare tires underneath. Sorry I didn't vacuum the trunk. Fuel cap door. You can see that the original paint is under here in the jams in the engine bay. It's like a dark gray. Overall, it's a beautiful car. It's super unique. It's super sharp. It is 34 years old. It has its quirks. It needs a little bit of love. So I'm hoping the new owner can really get it back to its former glory. Just a few things that I would do personally. I'd polish, refinish the wheels, do the PDR and touch up and whatnot. It did come with the USDM headlights from Japan. A lot of the Japanese guys like to do USDM mods on their cars in Japan, and us, we like all the Japan mods on our cars. Recaro Blue Raptor seats. We'll take another quick peek in here. I'm not sure if I mentioned those. Those are the anniversary Blue Raptors. I actually bought those for the car. It originally came with some older JDM CRX seats, so those had to go. So overall, super awesome and unique car. It's got the bronze glass, all 4 mud flaps. Dual overhead cam. All glass is good. Everything works. All the locks and the power windows and mirrors. Windshield wipers work, although there is no windshield washer spray reservoir. That was removed, I'm sure due to the low life rubbing issues, because it's right there kind of by the front left tire. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm on Instagram, chase.performance.mn. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.